Hey, what's up guys? Coach Dan here for our weekly video post, and last week we took a few requests on what you guys wanted to see videos on, and we had quite a few people email in and let me know that they wanted to go over a yoga routine that they can do at home, kind of some at-home stretching to follow. So here we go. This is 4 exercises, one of my favorite routines to do. Really helps open up the hips. Great thing to do if you ever get low back pain or you got really tight hammies or you're somebody that sits around a lot during the day. So pretty simple, only takes a couple minutes. We're just gonna use this band here, and that's the only tool you need. So the first one, what we're gonna do is wrap this band around the arch of the foot. I'm on my right side here. So what I'm gonna do is take my right hand close to the top of that band, and I'm gonna pull my shoulder down into the turf. What I wanna make sure is I'm not opening up this down leg so that toe's not out, that toe stays straight ahead or slightly turned in. Everything else is flat to the ground. Pull that shoulder down, and we're just stretching as far as we can. If that feels pretty easy, you can move it up a little bit, move that hand up a little bit, but again, we gotta keep that shoulder pulled down, this down leg toes turned in. We're gonna take a nice deep breath. We're gonna breathe in through the nose for about 3 seconds, out through the mouth for about 5 to 6 seconds. We're gonna do 5 or 6 reps total on that, or about 30 to 45 seconds total on each side, and we'd obviously repeat this on the left side. The next one we're gonna do, stretch out the adductors a little bit. We're gonna stay in the same position on the down leg. So again, we want that toe turned slightly in. We don't wanna let it open up at all. And now what I'm gonna do is still take that right hand on the band, but now I'm gonna take it out to the side as far as I can. And when I open up to the side here, now I don't wanna let this hip collapse in there, okay? So what I'm gonna do is take that left hand, I'm gonna dig it into my hip bone here. I'm gonna push that hip bone into the ground so this leg stays straight ahead, it doesn't collapse in. I'm gonna maximize that stretch on the adductors here, pulling the shoulders back. Again, right hand at the top of the band, and we're not letting this hip sink in, driving it down with the opposite hand. Again, we'd follow the same breathing pattern, and we'd go for about 30 to 45 seconds on the right, 30 to 45 seconds on the left. Try to keep that low back as flat as you can to the ground too, and again, minimize that rotation, okay? We do that on the right, and then on the left. Next one, a little more glute and IT band. Now I'm gonna take that band in the opposite hand, so I'm gonna take my left hand on the band if my right foot's up. Again, relax your shoulders in the ground. Now what I'm gonna try to do, a lot of times you see people do the stretch and they bring that leg all the way across the body and they lose tension and start to pull through that lower back. What I wanna see is only that leg moving about 2 or 3 inches across the body. Drive that glute down into the ground. So as soon as you feel that glute drive in the ground, you're really gonna feel that IT band and outer part of the hip stretch. And again, drive that left shoulder down. My foot's basically in line with my opposite knee on the outside here, so again, only a couple inches across the body. And now I hold this position. Again, same breathing pattern, about 30 to 45 seconds on each side. Really make sure that we drive that glute down into the ground, and this hip does not come off the ground as I bring it across, okay? Again, both sides. Last one, quad and hip flexor stretch. So I'm gonna get this band right here just around the arch of the foot. What I'm gonna do is lay on my stomach. I'm gonna get a little action in the triceps here, so I'm basically gonna extend, lock out the elbows through the triceps. My heel's gonna get as close as I can get it pulled to my butt here. And then what I'm gonna do, just to get a little hip flexor stretch, because everybody's got pretty tight hip flexors, I'm gonna lift that knee just a little bit off the ground. Try to keep the head down if you can, so we're not pulling up through the neck. Again, arms are locked out, pulling that heel to the butt, and then raise that knee to get that hip flexor stretch. And this one we're just gonna hold, again, about 30 to 45 seconds on each side, following that same breathing pattern. The band is to try to pull that heel as close as we can to the butt, okay? So those are 4 great stretches for you guys to do at home. Recommend them do them daily if you can. Almost lost my balance, so maybe you guys should work on balance like me too. But what I want you guys to do is try to do it about 5 to 10 minutes a day, especially if you sit around a lot during those days, start to open up those hips, hamstrings, hip flexors, all that good stuff. Pretty easy to follow along at home. If you guys need any other stretching routines or anything like that, you can obviously get a hold of me on social media or email me, and I will see you guys next week. Thanks.